A couple of months ago, I saw something that would change things for me. It was a short news clip by the BBC. Not any news clip. It was about the beer brand Haywood's 5000, a brand that was established by my family. A few phone calls and emails later, I set out plans to travel to India, to Bangalore for an internship. My first task was to spend some time in the office and research the brand, from where it started in 1904 to where it is today. My name is Ben Haywood, and this is the story of Haywood's 5000. I arrive in Bangalore. It's a terrific city with some wonderful people too. I get settled at Saab Miller, which is now the holding company of Haywood's 5000. As part of my internship with Saab Miller, I'm going to be doing some research on the heritage and origins of Haywood's 5000. So I'm thinking of going to Goa first of all, because that's where my auntie and uncle have their guest house. It's a great place to start, but beyond this, anywhere you'd suggest?
Yeah, definitely. I think we just need to add the markets in the north.
The north,
yeah. Particularly Haryana and Punjab.
Okay,
really
yeah,
good.
that'd be really, really interesting.
Sure thing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, Akash.
Anything else, let me know.
Yeah, I will, yeah.
Okay.
Bangalore has been great, but now it's time for my first stop, which is Goa. I have a feeling this is going to get even better. It should be, because I'm meeting my aunt and uncle, Charlotte and Simon. This is the first time I'm visiting Bhavenda, which is now their hotel.
Great to have you here.
Finally.
Got here at last. Come on, go. This is the room, it's called Kanaga.
Okay, so this is the one on the banks of the Hooghly.
That's right, your great-grandfather's house. And next to it was the...
They have a lovely place here, full of history and old photographs regarding all things Haywood, which provides the perfect starting point for my trip.
Yeah.
Amazing. Kanaga was based outside Kolkata.
Yep, that's where Haywood started in around, I think, 1905, when your great-grandfather Eric came out to join his uncle.
At this time, am I right in thinking Kolkata was the capital of India?
Yeah, it would have been for until around, I think, 1910 or 11. It was the capital of India, and for the next 40 years, it was. I mean, after the war, Calcutta was an amazing place to live.
Which is when Grandpa, his brother-in-law, and his brother were in charge of Haywood.
It was your grandfather who stayed on.
Who did, and he was then the face of Haywood.
Yeah, he took over as managing director, yes, of Shaw Wallace, because your great-grandfather sold the company to Shaw Wallace, which was one of the trading companies in Calcutta at the time.
Now, amongst all my research this week and time on the computer, I've of course seen the picture of Grandpa with Morarji Desai.
Yes.
So he would have met the Prime Minister of India, which is...
He did.
Charlotte tells me of a store in town called Oscar's Junction. It turns out they know my grandmother as well. Let's see what I can find in there.
Hi Ben.
Hey.
Hi, this is Ashford. Someone said that you would be coming around over here.
Yeah. So this is your place, right?
Yes.
Tell me, do you sell a lot of Haywoods here?
Oh, I do. Actually, it's nice to see I have a mixed clientele who picks up Hayward. Yeah. And also I noticed that people who have once picked it up always do come back and pick up the flavor.
That's the main thing.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
Yeah. That's great.
So it's good business for me as well. And so for how long are you down?
So we're here in Goa for another few days and then in the rest of India for a couple of weeks.
Okay, and so this is entirely a project of yours just to cover up what your grandfather has done,
Yeah, exactly. It's very special to me. A couple of chats and a few beers later, I'm going to go spend some time looking around Goa. It's also a perfect opportunity for me to pick up something for Simon and Charlotte. Hey, evening.
Hey Ben, how are you?
Very well, thanks. How are you? I actually got a few things, well, something each for you guys for having me. So, Auntie, this is for you.
Ben, you are so clever.
Sai, I know he was a friend of yours.
Oh, lovely. You've got a Mario. Mario. Yeah, he's a gorgeous man.
Yeah.
And Habiba, his wife, is a dear friend.
Am I right in saying I heard from someone in the family you have a game here?
It's not really a game, it's the Hayward Challenge.
Challenge, that's better.
Because when I stopped giving it away free, I said, okay, it's free to anyone who beats the record. And we had an Australian couple who first came and set the record, and for that time it was 6 for women and I think 8 for men. And the women's record lasted a long, long time.
Of course, they're big bottles, so
I mean, it's an awful lot of beer.
It's sad to be leaving such a special place and my family behind, but it's time for me to head north, where Hayward's 5000 is very popular. I've also heard it's a pretty spectacular part of the country. Now it's time for Amritsar. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to see here, but I've been told it's a lively place. It's home of the Golden Temple, of course.